Tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm gonna explain about the in keyword in Kotlin. So let's go right to it. And what is this in keyword? In keyword is a keyword that actually tests whether the value is within the range. Do you remember that in the for loop in the previous tutorial I was using in for uh, from the index in this range, right? So actually this the statement in this actually in keyword actually it tests the range, like it tests whether the value that the given value is in the range, right? For example, if you see here percent 35, like the value of percent is 35, so I'm just checking this statement actually is checking if this percentage is in the range, and actually it returns true or false, right? So this is the concept that you have to understand while you are working with the in keyword in Kotlin. Okay, so actually the output of this in keyword, like in keyword, when it checks, it's gonna be a boolean, so you have to also be careful about that. And actually you see that um, for example, doing this thing is actually the same as doing this thing, writing this code. Okay, so it's pretty much like checking your bounds explicitly, right? So I already explained you in my previous tutorial, like the lower bounds and the upper bound. So pretty much this is the lower bound and this is the upper bound, right? And you can go through the examples here. Pretty much like if you want to check whether the string is a member of in the range, right, in this range, or so if you want to check if the double check for the range for a double type of variables, or you can also check for the floating points and many more. So let's go dive into the code, guys. Let's check the first example. Is like it's pretty much checking within the range, like it's the lower bound and the upper bound, as you can see here, and it's included, and pretty much you can uh, also check out this one. It's actually is the same thing using membership in range and membership using bounds, so it's pretty much the same, right? Like, but I think it's better to use in this way in Kotlin using the in keyword. Okay, and then you can also get the example like here. Pretty much as I told you before, we used in and in for loop before, so you see that it's pretty much returning the value true or false. It's checking the range and returning true or false. So for this condition is true, this block of code is executed, so it's gonna print until this condition is true, right? Okay, so you can also check if the character is in the range of a string, right? You can character range also, you can check different character range from 0 to 9. You can also check the floating range from 1.0 to 10.0, right? You can use only floating point ranges for checking the range, but you cannot use it in the loop, in the looping, like the counter. Okay, so also you have to be careful. And the string range, like you can also check the different string ranges here. Okay, so let's dive it directly to the exercise. We will do it, program it. We will try to solve the exercise and try to learn more. Okay, let's solve the first exercise. So first exercise says that the in keyword create a string by iterating over a range of characters that you define. The resulting string should contain all the English letters alphabetical order. So how do we do that? Okay, so we have to pretty much print, right? So obviously we need a loop. So for that we need to use a a loop in the range of characters that starts from A to Z, A to Z, sorry, A to Z. So I'm pretty much looping the characters in this range. Let's check the result. Actually it's returning a string, okay. And then what I do is pretty much in this range I just try to add the number of the first character and then finally turn the result, right? That's it guys, so we don't need to do anything. So let's check out if this is the correct answer. Yeah, that's the correct answer. As you can see here, pretty much I'm not doing anything, I'm just checking if this characters is in the range of characters from A to Z, and then I just sum everything, sum the characters and print out the result. If you check out the output, you see it's printing this value. So let's solve the next exercise guys. And the next exercise tell us that use step to write a function that sums only even number up to a given number. So actually I have to sum of even number and it should output 30. So how do I solve that? Is I need a iterator. Okay, from I to a range from 0, so I have to sum it, right? 0 to n. In this range I check if the number is in the range from 0 to n. Then what I do, okay, so actually use a step to write a function that sums only even number. So I have to use a step here. So also I have to use a step of 2 just to check if it's an even number, because even number is already a number which is multiplied by 2, right? So I have to step twice. And then what I have to do, actually it has to sum up, right, and print the result. So let's check the result as a initial result as a 0, then I add the result, and then I have to return the result, right? So let's check that if it is returning the expected answer is 30. Yeah, that's the answer. So obviously this is the answer guys. Okay, so now let's go to the next exercise. What it says that the in keyword, write a function that checks whether a character is a lowercase letter. So how do we check that if a character is a lowercase letter? It's pretty simple actually guys. So you just need to check the character is in the range of number, small letter number from A to Z, and this is pretty much going to return a result in boolean. Okay, so let's run this. It should print out the false and true. Yeah, that's it guys. So we are correct. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so this exercise is write a function that checks whether its string parameter is valid identifier. Okay, so we just need to print out that if this is a valid identifier. As you can see the name of the function, and the valid identifier is a non-empty string. First is a non-empty strings, okay, first condition, and that starts with a letter, that's the second condition, or underscore, third condition, and that consists only letters, digits and underscores. So it consists of letter, digits, underscore. So this, and use, it says that use s is empty to check whether s is a empty string. So actually it's a very difficult, it's not so difficult, but like I should say is a medium range um, topic, I mean like question. It's like medium level. So let's do it step by step. The first thing is like we have to check if it is a valid identifier, right? Everything, the string is a valid identifier. So how do we check it? Like we have a condition, we have multiple condition. If it is a non-empty string, so let's check that. So if is a non-empty string is so this s is empty. Okay, so s is empty, and if so s is empty, and actually s should starts with a letter or underscore, and consist of only letter, digits and underscore, right? mm, so actually it should not start with 0, right? So we have to also say as the first number should not starts with in the range of 0 to 9. It should not be, should be false, is empty, or if this, then you have to return false. Okay, if it is empty string, or if this is the first letter is starting with a 0, then you have to return false. So this is the first condition. Now for the second condition, like you can also do, oh, sorry guys, tab. So first second condition is like if c is in range with the s, and if okay, what I have to do is like this is a character in a range of a string, right? So I have to loop and check if is a valid character. So actually I have to, what I have to do here is I have to check here if this is a valid character. So to check a valid character, I will suggest to create a function, and this function pretty much will return whatever character here I put. C, it will be a character, and I have to check if this is a valid character. So how do I check it? We have to have a multiple condition. Like the first thing is like starts with letter or underscore. So underscore also it has. So C equals to underscore. Okay, or sorry, because that's a character, it's not a string. C is underscore, or C is in the range of a character, that is A to Z. C is also under a range of a number, so C is in also in the range of a number that starts from 0 to 9. Okay, letter, digits and underscore. Okay, so C can be underscore, C can be letters, C can be digits, right? This character can be underscore, letters, digits, and then what else, guys? Is a non-speech string, so I'm really checking here. And actually it can be also a capital letters, so I should write in this range. Okay, so if this condition verifies, so that means if is valid character, if it's not a valid character, return false, otherwise return true. Okay, let's check it, guys. Yes, if the solution is correct. The first is true and second is false. Yeah, true. So yeah, that's the answer, guys. So let's check it. Obviously it's gonna give a correct answer because it's correct. And yeah, finally we are done, guys. So now actually I should remove this main function. What I have to do is like mastering the IDE main live template. So where here what I am gonna show you is like, as you guys know, before I showed you the template, how to create a template for loop, right? Using iter and tab, it will automatically create a template for the for loop, right? So there is also a mechanism like a template for main, and what you have to do is main and just need to tab it, and you have to create use call of foo function. Pretty much that's it. And foo function from the main and run the main. So you can run the main. If you run the main, it's gonna print out foo, right? And so you can run the main by printing clicking this green button, right? But there is do you remember the shortcut for that? If you don't remember, there is a tips for that. You just need to press Ctrl Shift A for the action. Sorry, I'm getting the error, guys. Ctrl Shift action, and to run, if you don't remember the task like shortcut for any actions, then you just need to go to the Shift Ctrl A for action and then type the name of the action you want to, like for example for run, you see it's already it's giving you the command. It's like Shift option R. So here you can get the keyword. So Shift option R, Shift option R will help you to sorry, it's control option R, sorry guys. So and yeah, you can choose different run options, right? For example, I'm running task 1, so yeah, that's it, it's full. So that's it, guys, and hope you like my video. If you like my videos, then please consider subscribing it, and thank you.